Hello viewers! Today we're going to make black rice makgeolli. As you see, black rice is purple. Here's the black rice. I've never had it before, or maybe just a small amount mixed in with something. I never had a whole package of black rice. So the day before we begin brewing, I'm going to soak this rice. I'm just going to wash it gently. So this recipe is going to be different than my normal recipe because of the black rice. I'm going to do things differently. So much color was coming off of this, I didn't want to wash it vigorously. And also it has a husk, so it's not really any use washing it too much. So I just washed it twice and soaked it overnight. And now it's day 0. We're going to start brewing. I'm going to retain the liquid. So instead of just straining it out and discarding the liquid, I'm going to keep all that dark colored liquid. I am going to try to thoroughly drain the rice itself. And one thing to notice here, this is so darkly colored. I'm pretty sure you can stain things with this. So I'm going to boil the liquid that I retained for about an hour and reduce it down. I started with about 1,600 grams. And, after an hour, it had reduced to simmering. It had reduced to 900. I wanted to match the amount of rice I used. Since I had 900 grams of rice, I wanted 900 grams of liquid. So there's what it looks like after soaking. So I'm going to steam this. And because this is black rice, I want to steam it longer than normal. I'm sort of treating this like I made the brown rice here. So I'm going to steam it for 60 minutes instead of 40 minutes. And I'll make the Naruk mixture as it's steaming. Naruk, yeast, and water. And let that get started. Okay, so this is done steaming. Let's spread it out and cool it to room temperature. Okay, so the grains are soft, but it's not sticky. So it's actually quite different to work with. It's more difficult to pick up and put in the jar. And those little grains are getting all over the place. So it's not that easy to work with. And you can see it's staining the cloth. It stained the wax paper under the cloth. So I'll add the Naruk mixture in. And there, so that color is really good. That's why I didn't want to discard it. There's got to be a lot of stuff in that liquid. I want to keep it. Okay, so this is my brew. It's going to be a one-stage brew, a Danyangju, one-stage brew, single stage. And after a day, it's still pretty solid. So I'm going to stir this often for 4 days. I really want to make sure the fermentation goes. Okay, and it is fermenting. I'm reassured now that I can see the bubbles after I stirred it. Day 2, yeah, still more bubbles. So, and just be absolutely sure, do the match test. It is fermenting. So let's fast forward through the fermentation. Every day, this is what it looks like, progressing, getting softer and softer. Actually turning slightly lighter colored. Let's see that again. So 24 days of fermentation. Slowly getting a little bit lighter. And at the end there's some liquid at the top. But we're also losing liquid due to evaporation, you can see. So now it's really quiet, and I want to bottle it. So one last stir here. Let's put it through our strainer. And it's really soft. So I'm glad this worked out. It fermented. What I was worried about with, because of the husk, it might be difficult to ferment, but I guess because I steamed it for a long time and I stirred. She gave me a leftover. Now put it in the bottle. Oh, looking good. And it has a very thick texture. This is hardly going to separate at all. So it's a nice purple color. So even after a day in the fridge, you won't see it separate out very much. That's all that happens. Now, let's taste it. Okay, so I got a sharp alcohol taste. It's thick and grainy, syrupy even. That texture is really different. I did squeeze it quite hard as I was straining it. And it does have some dark chocolate bitterness, but the flavor is quite berry-like. It's not too sour, but that bitterness means you just want to sip it. It might be good to dilute it because it is so thick and strong flavored. And this was a completely different flavor than the brown rice makgeolli I've made earlier. Completely different. Nothing the same. I'm really glad I tried this black rice this time. Try it yourself. See what you get. Black rice is supposed to be good for you. Read up about it. Black rice definitely does have an interesting flavor and color and texture. It really made a different kind of makgeolli altogether. Try it out yourself. Let me know your comments below. Thank you for watching.